Hey guys, this is Chetan for Gizmo Times and you're watching a quick unboxing and hands-on with the Oppo's first launch of 2021 in India. This is the Oppo Reno 5 Pro 5G. So this is the first phone from the company in India that launches this year, but also the first one to come with 5G connectivity as well. So we are moving towards a phase where every brand is going to launch phones with 5G connectivity, since we've got an indication from one of the major telecom operators that 5G is coming soon. So how soon is still going to be a question, but smartphones are anyway going to come, because smartphones aren't something that you would change every month or every few months. It should be something that you use for a few years together. So obviously you want to make sure you are future proofing your phone, and there's 5G already present there. So this one is the Oppo Reno 5 Pro 5G. And this comes with different variants, but this is the 8 plus 128 GB option, and it has the color Astral Blue, and this clearly mentions as made in India. If we look at the information of the manufacturing here, this is the part that you need to look at. It's manufactured by Oppo Mobiles India Private Limited in Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh. That's the major thing that I wanted to show you here. Apart from that, you have the camera combination of 64 plus 8 plus 2 plus 2, and the front camera is a 32 megapixel one. And of course, if you look at this, it has 7.6 mm of thickness. So it's not that a thick device, but let's see what all comes in the box package and what are the contents inside it, and how good does the phone look. So this is a premium black box that packages the device, and if we open up the box again, you see everything black. So probably something that Oppo is planning to go with is a bit minimalistic, but let's see what all comes inside the box package. You have a transparent rubber cover, and along with that you have the booklets. So that's the quick start guide and also the safety guide, and you have the SIM ejector tool here, and this is the transparent rubber cover that's quite flexible anyway, and it has cutouts for the different camera area, and then for the microphone, for the there's no headset jack here, or is it that for the headset jack? We'll have to check that out. And apart from that, this is the flap that is for the USB Type-C port, but I would prefer no flap there. It should actually be empty, but we have that flap, which usually annoys the users when you try to always charge the device. Now these are the major features. 65 watt Superbook 2.0 is the fast charging standard present here. MediaTek Dimensity 1000 plus. So this is probably the first device that we are seeing with this chipset in India. So this is quite an interesting launch once again. There's also dual view video. AI highlight video is one of the features that Oppo is trying to highlight here. And of course, you don't see a 3.5mm headset jack on the device. So let's keep it aside. We'll see what all comes in the box package and then talk about the phone later. So you have a set of earphones. That's a good thing to see still that Oppo is offering that. And you have a USB Type-C cable, and you have the Superbook charger, Superbook 2.0 charger. That's a 65 watt standard charger present inside the box package itself. So this is the charger, and if you talk about the standards here, this has the 5V 2A and 10V 6.5A. So the basic standards and also the fast charging standards. Superbook flash charge 65 watt is given in the box package, so that's a good thing. If you want to know about the price of the phone, you can of course check the description, because while making this video we aren't told about the price, and that's what is the embargo, and you can't really judge the pricing, or you can't guess the pricing here. Whatever it is, you can check out the description to find out the pricing. Now this is the Astral Blue variant of the Oppo Reno 5 Pro 5G, and of course it looks quite beautiful. I mean, with Oppo, if you remember the Reno series, it's always been great designs. In between, I mean, one of the devices, it was not so great, but the start of the Reno series was with one of the most beautiful phones of that time, and this also looks quite classy. Triple similar kind of a sizing of the camera modules here, and apart from that, on the fourth side is a smaller one, which should be the macro camera. And you have the 64MP AI quad cam written over here. Along with that, you have the LED flashlight in the same module. Now this is kind of a very different feel that I see on the back of the phone. It's not that smooth, and it's not that harsh as well. It's a midst of that, so that there's no fingerprints, there's no smudges. Everything is pretty well done here. I feel the design, again, this could be one of the good contenders of the best designs of the year already. Starting of the year, first phone from Oppo, and we could see this to be one of the best design phones of the year. Now let's talk about the physical aspect, and if we look at the top of it, you see the secondary microphone on the top, and apart from that, there's a mention about designed for Reno here. So there's no headphone jack on the top, just the mention for the Reno branding, and towards the bottom you have the USB Type-C port. You also have the SIM ejector area, the microphone as well as the speaker grill. And on the left you have the buttons for the volume control, and on the right you have the power button. And this is the first time setup that we are doing. So we'll show you what the device comes with, the Android version and whatever the software it comes with. Now all the while we haven't talked about one of the again major features of the smartphone, that's the display itself. On the front what you're looking at is a 6.5-inch punch-hole display. That's a Full HD plus resolution display, and it's a Super AMOLED display with beautiful color output. 2400 into 1800 1080 pixels is the screen resolution. 402 ppi is the pixel density, and it's an always on display. And along with that you have HDR10 plus certification and a maximum or the peak brightness of 1100 nits. And the phone also comes with a 90 Hz refresh rate. So the display is not limited to 60 Hz. It has a 90 Hz refresh rate here, and the touch sampling rate is 120 Hz. So the display actually is well powered. Starting with the Super AMOLED itself, you can see that it's quite a good one. So the color output should be good, and with OPPO's Reno series again we have seen the displays to be quite good, and there's no exception here as well. It's going to be the same. And what you see here is Color OS 11.1. So let's directly jump to the settings and see what is offered. If we go into the About Phone section, you can see that this comes with Color OS 11.1, Dimensity 1000 plus octa-core chipset, 128 GB storage, and out of that 111 GB is the available storage. And ColorOS 11.1 is based on Android 11, so that's again the latest OS that it comes with. And apart from that, if we take a look, you can see, I was feeling that the display was quite bright already, might be because of the light around, but it was all around 20 or 25% of brightness, and it's already too bright. So of course you can see that this is going to be a very high brightness display. Whenever you need it to be under the sunlight and you want to read content under the sunlight, this won't be an issue at all. Now with the pre-installed applications, if we go into this, yeah, you have the app drawer as well. So these are the pre-installed applications that you see on the device. You have the Google Assistant, Flipkart, GameSpace, and Google Pay is pre-installed. Hot apps. There are a few bloatware applications that you might not be able to actually remove. Hot apps might be something you can't remove. So OPPO Relax, this is kind of their own application, but you can uninstall it if you don't want it. Soloop can be uninstalled. So there's some bloatware which you can remove, but some of them you can't remove at all. Now if you go into the camera application, take a look at what all is offered here. We can now check out, yes, this is the camera application. It comes with a 64 megapixel primary camera. So you have the 64 MP mode, and you can switch to the ultra wide capture from here, and then you have the 2x, this is the digital zoom, 5x is again the digital zoom. There is no optical zoom camera offered here. Under the video recording, there's the AI highlight video option. We'll try to do this separately, a camera review obviously, for letting you know how good the features are when we try this particular mode. And there's also the night mode for taking night photos, and portrait mode, and under more you can see the dual view video and macro option in the more settings. So these are the major settings that you see. And if you go into the settings of resolutions, under the video resolution you have 4K at 30 fps, 1080 with 60 and 30 option, 720 at 60 and 30, and slow motion video can be recorded at 720p with the 240 fps output. And that's it with the rear camera options. On the front camera you have a 32 megapixel sensor for the selfies. And if we anyway we'll be talking about the cameras later in a separate video, but right now if we talk about the other features of this phone, as you know, this has the 5G support. So we'll have to wait for the 5G networks to operate in India, and then we can actually talk about how good the connection speeds are. But for Wi-Fi, this has Wi-Fi 6, so that support is given here. If you have a Wi-Fi 6 router, you can actually take advantage of it. And there's also Bluetooth 5.1, there's USB Type-C with that 65 watt fast charging support. And this phone comes with a 4350 mAh battery, and the 65 watt support would actually charge the full phone from 0 to 100 in just about 35 minutes and 30 minutes actually. That's the claim from OPPO, but we would be doing that fast charging speed test as well to see how much time it actually takes. And we will be doing the gaming review of this one on this channel as well as on Gaming Joe, so you can stay tuned to see how good the performance of the MediaTek 1000 plus Dimensity 1000 plus is. So stay tuned for that as well. This was a quick unboxing and hands-on with the OPPO Reno 5 Pro 5G smartphone. We would be anyway doing more videos, so you can stay tuned for that. And that's it in this video. I hope you like this video. If you do, share and subscribe to Gizmo Times for more. Thanks for watching. See you next video.